Hi everyone, this is a new video that's called Separation Anxiety. It's one of 11. It used to be one of my biggest issues. It's not really anymore, but it used to be. Separation anxiety, I have a paper over here. So don't think, what is he looking at? So it's a paper. The definition of it is, well, being afraid that people that you care about, that you like, that you love, are leaving you, and that you end up being alone. That's what it means. A lot of people who suffer from it, they have a lot of irrational thoughts, and I've already talked to you about that. But just to sum a few up that are very important, people who suffer from anxiety, separation anxiety, have a lot of black and white thinking, thoughts. They do a lot of mind reading, and they're overreacting to the situation, of course, not in general. Okay, so I'll give you, and I'll also give you in the other videos, everyday situation, a true situation, in my situation, which happened last Saturday, and I'll just describe what happened, my emotions, the ways I did or did not express myself in a extreme or normal way, and then more practical solutions of what I could have done, did, or will not do, do and don'ts. Situation. Well, I was supposed to meet with a friend last Saturday. I haven't seen her for a while, and I was very excited by it. And we actually were supposed to meet 2 weeks ago, and that didn't work out. It was no problem, and then she sent me an email that she really wanted to see me this week, and we should hook up. So I was very excited about that. Okay, cool, let's do that. And I invited her to the International Film Festival in Rotterdam. I was planning to go there with another friend, but she couldn't go, and I thought, well, maybe we could go. And I ended up not hearing anything from her, not through email, not through a phone or text message or whatever, nothing. And it left me with a feeling that, well, I was being ignored. And I can just talk about it normally now, but it felt pretty bad, because that is one thing that we used to be one of my biggest issues, being ignored. It's, I find very hard when people do that, or even if it's not realistic, I just have the feeling that I'm being ignored. And I was thinking I was not interesting enough, and all blah blah, all that, you know. So unhealthy thoughts and behavior, in a way. But it didn't end up like that, because what I did, first I'll describe my emotions. I was very sad and angry, and not so much angry, because I used to be a lot angry, which led to extreme emotions and expressions to people, which scare people a lot, I know now. But I was more sad. Like, yeah, I wanted to see her, haven't seen her in a while, and then this happens. So, but I find a healthy way to work with it, and I worked with the book again, the What If book. If you don't know what it is, look up the video that I'm doing. This, and you can see what it is. So I'm standing there in front of the movie theater, because I already went there. I called her, and she didn't pick up. So first thing that pops into my mind, and this is because I have done it so many times already. The other person is in a situation in which she cannot pick up the phone or call back. There is always a reason why somebody can talk to you. And this is important. Try not to blame it on her, and definitely don't try to blame it on yourself, because that's what people with BPD do a lot. Some way, somehow, it's always their fault, or it's the other's fault. It's nobody's fault in this situation. You don't know what's going on, you don't have control. So don't start mind reading. don't fill up the holes, you know. Well, you could, if you have you know her background, like maybe her mother is sick, she's not sick, but if that's the case, you, well, maybe she went to visit her mother because it was getting worse or something, you know. Then you have a realistic reason or thought of why she is not there. But if you don't, stop mind reading. Okay. 2. You have an emotion. Express it. Take action. Try to call, which I did. There is no answer. What could you do? You could leave a voicemail and just keep it short and clear. Write it down before you call, if you find it helpful. And try to avoid extreme expressions, you know, because that scares people off. Instead of that angry feelings that you have or anything else, we'll find a way to deal with that. But don't express it to someone who may not have done something wrong. You know, you don't know that. So express yourself and take, and that's very important, take yourself seriously. And that is something that is very hard to do when you have BPD. Because most of the time, and I used to do that, is you're ignoring your emotions. You're getting angry, but you're not showing it. No, you're just act like nothing's going on, you know, and then you go home and you're getting angry and you find another way to release that emotion, but then probably in a negative way. So take it seriously. You take it seriously and express yourself in a healthy way, and then the extreme feelings that you have will find another way to deal with that. So accept it's out of your hands now. You can't take control over the situation because you don't know what's going on her side. So you did what you can do. That's your part. Now focus on your own situation. Yeah, and that can be well. That has to be, if you suffer from this. You have to have a backup plan. In my case, it was the friend I talked about before, and that's my best friend, and she knew that I was coming, and I went to her, and we had a wonderful afternoon. There was no problem at all. So have a backup plan. That's very important. Because if you know your close friends, you can depend on them. I can depend on them. But if you are meeting with a friend that you haven't seen for so long, it's probably a good thing to have a backup plan if things don't work out. But then you're standing at a movie theater and you have to go over there. Well, what to do? Because you're still having this extreme emotions. Now, what to do with that? Well, on your way to your backup plan, you need a distraction. What you probably shouldn't do, and I probably am over my time already. No, not yet. I'll stop this now. Look for part 2, and I'll probably place it under this. Yeah?